Hi, Taurus. This is a general reading for the sign of Taurus. If you have Taurus anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and use the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. I think that tarot readings and horoscope and really any advice that you seek or are looking for or considering is a good way to practice your discretion, your intuition, your inner knowing. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Taurus. Taurus, February 10th begins the new Chinese New Year. This year will be the year of the wood dragon. This year's energy is going to be one that will guide us towards growth, progress, and abundance. The Chinese New Year, the celebrations usually last on the average of about 8 days. And that celebration really does depend on the province that you are in China. But all the provinces are the Chinese New Year does have celebration ceremonies, and there's also taboos related to those celebrations, or taboos relating to bringing in the new year. And many of these activities are activities that we can partake in. Are, for example, one of the taboos during the celebration of New Year is not to use, say, or think negative words. All words with negative energy, negative vibrations attached to them are forbidden. And these are words like death, sickness, empty, pain, poor, broke, broken, or killed. Just as an example, people just do not use those negative words, and it's in an effect trying not to jinx themselves for the year moving forward. It is believed by using those words at the beginning of the year, you attach those negative energies to yourself and to loved ones. And before we get to the foundation of this reading, let's start with these intuition cards. If this is your first time tuning in, what we've been doing is practicing honing in on the energy or the vibration of our intuition. And so what I've been doing is I've just been giving these cards a quick shuffle. And as you can see, there's various shapes, but we've just been giving these cards a quick shuffle, and then I will select a card. And I will look at that card, and I'll place that card aside, and at the end of the reading, I will reveal that card, and we'll see if we were able to make a connection, or if you were able to connect with your intuitiveness, your ESP, so to speak. And the foundation, the basis of this reading is the Fool card. And I love that we're getting this during this new Chinese New Year reading. It's about new beginnings, fresh starts. It's the beginning, the freshness of a beginning. And that is driven by justice. You have decided that this is your year. You have decided to make this year work for you. And you have decided to make all of the needed and necessary changes, both of the physical and the spiritual, on the physical and the spiritual aspects. You have made a decision. You are ready to move forward. You are ready for change. I love that. Starting off the year on the Fool's Journey, surrounded by love, and there's the love, and we see the love because of the roses on the garment, and a faithful companion. I don't know, are you going to be seeking a faithful companion, or there's going to be a partnership or a companionship? Let's see how that plays into the rest of your cards here for you, Taurus. And we have the Hangman. And many times when I see the Hangman in a reading, I will think of a need to include some type of yoga practice or some type of basic yoga move into your routine, into your daily routine, in order to connect with your physical being. But there's that deep contemplation, that deep perspective. It's almost like you have put yourself in a difficult situation, or you have found yourself in a difficult situation, but you know it's an ends to a means. So it's almost like you know that this difficult situation, why it may be unpleasant, is going to work out for your highest good, or the benefits of the uncomfortableness outweigh the uncomfortableness. And then we have the Devil card, which is the World card, the Capricorn card. I don't believe you're dealing with a Capricorn. I believe you're just dealing with the weight of the world, the pressures from the outside world. But you're moving away from that, and you're finding a deep appreciation for yourself. And as you find or connect with this deeper appreciation for yourself, it will bring in the fulfillment that you are looking for. I see that there's a need here to talk yourself up. And you know, for many people, there's a fine line between talking yourself up and being a braggart, or being full of hot air, being full of wind. But in this situation, you really need to sell yourself. You really need to sell your idea. You really need to speak up for yourself and present the case. And that is not bragging. When we're speaking in truth, and we're speaking in facts, and we're speaking that from a modest standpoint, that is not bragging. What is bragging is when we make ourselves try to appear more than, or we try to come across as more accomplished than we actually are, when people are not talking in fact. But this situation does require you to really put yourself out there and really share your goals and your ideas with others. And by sharing your goals and your ideas and your aspirations with others, you are going to find the support that you are needing, the support that you are looking for. The people that you share with, the people that you open up to and really sell yourself are really going to be on board and really find themselves being supportive of you. I love that. So, if you're looking for a promotion, if you're looking for a job, if you're looking for even a change of career or starting your own business, it requires you putting yourself out there and speaking in truth and facts and modesty, and you will find the support that you need. What a beautiful journey to start off the beginning of your year with, Taurus. And here we have this wonderful Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands really does speak to our intuition. And even over last year, if you review some of your readings, if this is your first time tuning in, I do invite you to look back through some of the readings for Taurus. Taurus, you have really been on the path of awakening, the spiritual awakening, the connecting with your intuition, which is part of the reason why we started practicing our intuition on a weekly basis here with these ESP cards. But you've been feeling a little bit stagnant, a little bit stuck. You have this newfound appreciation. You have this newfound spirituality, this newfound awakening, this new vision for your life, but you're a little bit unclear, you're a little bit unsure of how to proceed forward, how to move forward. You've taken a little bit of a pause. But that pause is followed by this beautiful Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups in the tarot really speaks about spiritual gifts, emotional gifts, gifts that don't necessarily have a physical, something physical that you can touch. After that pause, again, it really speaks back to your previous readings where there was just that chaos of the awakening, that chaos of connecting with the spiritual. And now you've taken a little pause. And as you start to begin to move, that movement will be very spiritually rewarding and fulfilling for you, and you're really becoming more comfortable in your skin, more comfortable with your place in life and your life's path, your soul's purpose. And then we have this Death card. And I believe this Death card is really speaking to the transformation here, really speaking to that new journey. In order for a new journey to begin, one needs to end, and that is the transformation. And the year of the dragon is bringing you in the energy of transformation. And this year you are going to be asked to remain open and to remain ready for your spiritual development, are on this path of spiritual development. And you're going to be asked to demonstrate faith. Faith in yourself. Faith in the spiritual. Faith in the unseen. And when we have faith in ourselves, and we have faith in the spiritual, faith in the unseen, that is when we are called on, that is when we are asked to demonstrate and affirm our feelings. Not only our feelings towards ourselves, but our feelings towards others, our feelings towards our loved ones. And I really just see, as this year progresses, you really develop a newfound love of those that are in your life, of those that you love, and new ways to demonstrate and communicate that love to those that are closest to you. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is really all about change. Change. The wheel of change, the wheel of fate, and new options, unseen options. New options are going to become clear. New options are going to become open to you, and you're going to find a newfound appreciation for yourself and for others. Then we have the Page of Swords. Taurus, change is part of life. And the more that we resist change, the more unhappy we become. Meaningful change comes from within. And we can begin that meaningful change from within with positive aspirations. And let's do one final review. We'll review did you select the waves or the squiggly lines? If you were able to select the waves or the squiggly lines, I'm so happy that you were able to connect this week. If not, it's no worry. We'll try again next week. As I say, it is about the practice and not the perfection. And the practice is when we know, we tried to connect this week and we weren't able to connect this week. We know that there's a little bit of an area that we can make adjustments to. A little bit of shift in our energy. And the more we tweak and refine where we are settling in to practice that intuition, the more comfortable we become with it. And that is the message that I have for the sign of Taurus. Thank you, Taurus. You have a blessed week.